When I first tried the little Daytona from Triumph about 4 years ago, it only had a 600cc engine, and compared to the Japanese 600cc bikes, it was in lack of power. But the handling was great and the feedback was excellent. Then 3 years ago the Daytona got a bigger engine, 675cc, and then it was able to match the Japanese in power. Add to this a still excellent handling and feedback. So since then the Daytona has been leader of the pack in its class. And here we have the latest version for 2009, and let's take the headlines. 3 more horsepower, more torque, 3 kilo lighter, now only 162 kilo, new brakes, adjustable suspension, and a little design makeover at the front. But does it still handle as good as before? And what about the feedback? That's what I'm here at this racetrack to find out in southern Spain, Circuito Cartagena. On the racetrack you feel immediately at home on the Triumph. You think the turn, and then you are through it. And out of the turn you enjoy the immense mid-range torque from a 3-cylinder engine. And exactly the torque is the Daytona's trademark. And it's funny, but when the Triumph engineers started to improve the 675 engine, they aimed for more high-end power, which they got. The engine now delivers 128 horsepower. But they discovered that they also got more mid-range torque. On the paper only 1 Nm more, now 73, but in real life it feels a more and over a wider range. At 3,500 RPM for example, you already have more than 60 Nm of torque. It's easy to adjust the suspension to your weight and driving style. And the new Nissin monoblock brakes are fantastic with absolutely no fading. And together with the new Pirelli racing developed Supercorsa SP tires, you feel confident at all times with an excellent feedback. Quite often a motorcycle feels different when you take it from the racetrack to ordinary roads. But not with this Daytona. The riding position is of course sporty but comfortable, and the screen gives you very good protection for a bike of this type. And, as on most bikes of this kind, you have to move your elbows to see something in the mirrors. The gear shift worked perfectly and smooth on the racetrack, but in daily use, when you shift a little slower, it feels a bit more heavy, but still a great gear shift. On the wonderful Spanish mountain roads, you enjoy the suspension and especially the torque. You put it into 6th gear and then you can stay there. Well, at least until you get impatient and want more fun and check the higher engine speed, which has got up 400 RPM to 13,900 RPM. On the racetrack and on mountain roads and ordinary roads, the new Daytona is fantastic. That mid-range torque, those brakes, that suspension, the sound, and the smoothness of the engine, and everything is smooth. It's incredible. That's a fantastic bike. And anything wrong with it? No. Good looking, excellent handling, a lot of power. You don't need a 1000cc bike anymore with that torque from this bike here. That's amazing what they've done to this bike.